Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about quarterly taxes for gig workers. One of the most common questions newer gig workers like to ask is how the taxes we pay actually work. And one of the most important parts of understanding how they work is the quarterly tax payment system that business owners, not just gig workers, need to adhere to. So with that said, we are talking about everything you must know about quarterly tax payments, a lot of the nuances that come with that, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. Also, thank you to GigTax for verifying this information and making this video possible. Quarterly taxes. Self-employed taxpayers need to pay quarterly tax payments to the IRS and meet key deadlines. These self-employed taxpayers include independent contractors, sole proprietorships, a member of a partnership that conducts business, and people who otherwise run a business as your own or in business for themselves. Quarterly taxes generally include self-employment taxes, which covers the Social Security and Medicare side of what we would owe to the IRS, plus the income tax on the profits that you made in your business and any other income. The IRS uses a pay-as-you-go tax system, meaning that you must pay your taxes as you earn income. This is enforced by charging penalties for underpayment if you haven't paid enough income to the IRS through withholding taxes or making quarterly estimated payments. It also charges on late payments, even if you end up getting a refund. Hey, they gotta get you somewhere, right? Of course, if you're not making as much, you could end up paying less in taxes, but come on, who wants to make less money? Safe harbor rules. The IRS uses a couple of safe harbor rules in order to determine the quarterly estimated tax payments. First of which is you expect to owe more than $1,000 after subtracting withholding and tax credits when filing your return, or you expect your withholding and tax credits to be less than 90% of your tax liability during the current tax year, 100% of the previous year's tax liability, assuming that it covers all 12 months of the calendar year. The 100% requirement increases to 110% if your adjusted gross income exceeds $150,000, $75,000 if you're married, and filing separately. Which is important to know if you're working on an exit strategy out of the dependence of the gig economy as a whole. Exceptions to the rules. Now, there are a couple of exceptions to these safe harbor rules. One exception applies to individuals who earn at least 2/3 of their income from farming or fishing. The requirement is that you pay in 2/3 of your current tax year or 100% of the prior tax year, which if farming or fishing happens to be your exit strategy, I mean, by all means, go for it. But that's not going to apply for most gig workers. Also, there is only one estimated tax payment date, January 15th of the following year. Additionally, if you file and pay in full by March 1st, then estimated tax payments are not required. One lump sum payment. One of the most serious misconceptions taxpayers often have is that they could just pay their taxes in one lump sum at the end of the year. It's a mistake to think that the IRS is actually okay with that end of year payment.
But Joe, didn't you say this is actually one of the exceptions to the rules? You literally just said that!
I did. But there are some things you need to keep in mind before making the choice to do that. $1,000 plus owed. If you owe more than $1,000, the IRS wants you to pay throughout the tax year. And love or hate the IRS, the last thing you want to do is give them more of a reason to look in your general direction, right? Penalty shots. Any missed payment will typically result in penalties and interest. The penalty is 0.5% of the amount unpaid for each month, or part of the month that the tax is not paid. Doesn't seem that much until they start piling up and putting liens on things. taxes. Now, you can have these penalties forgiven, sure, if you appeal. The IRS would rather collect the tax payments than penalty payments, but I also wouldn't bet on the idea that they would accept that kind of strategy. Financial crunch. Waiting until the end of the year to file and pay taxes may lead to other financial issues if you fail to reserve enough funds to satisfy your tax debt. Paying your quarterly can avoid the cash crunch you might face when it comes to tax time. Paying in quarterly installments can make paying your bill far easier than in just one lump sum payment, especially if you underestimated the taxes that are due. Waiting until the next deadline. If you have to make estimated tax payments, following this schedule is important. Missing your quarterly deadlines even by one day can mean you're accruing penalties and interest, and you would rather have compound interest working for you rather than against you. If you miss a payment deadline, your best bet is to send your payment as soon as you can. You can also appeal these IRS penalties. Again, the IRS would rather collect tax payments than collect penalty payments, and you might have them forgiven, but again, I wouldn't bet on that in this economy. The first quarterly estimated tax payment is due on April 15th. The second quarterly estimated tax payment is due June 17th. The third is due on September 16th. And the fourth is due on January 15th of the following year, 2025. And we'll update this for you throughout the year. Qualified business income deduction. You might have a chance to reduce your self-employment income further by claiming the qualified business income deduction, or the QBI. This allows you to reduce your pass-through income from self-employment or owning a small business by up to 20% on your tax return. You can reduce the net amount of qualified items of income, gains, deductions, and losses tied to your trade or business. Items like capital gains and losses, dividends, interest income, and other non-business gains and losses don't figure into this calculation. In general, to claim the QBI deduction, your taxable income must fall below $182,100 for a single filers or $364,200 for joint filers in 2023. Tax year 2024 has limits of $191,950 and $383,900 respectively. You first determine your self-employment or business income and report your adjusted gross income on Form 1040. From there, you can calculate this pass-through deduction. Working with a tax professional. Of course, one of the best ways to determine your best write-offs as a gig worker is to make sure you're filing your quarterly and annual tax returns by working with a tax professional. This way, you are staying IRS compliant to the best of your ability while focusing on making the most of your working time and making money, building your business, maintaining a creative state, which is vitally important. Of course, working with the right tax professional is also vitally important as well, so you don't get overcharged on trying to have your taxes filed, simply because of all the 1099s you received by multi-apping and working on other projects, which is where GigTax is here to help. Filing your taxes promptly and accurately is an inevitable aspect of being in business for yourself, and GigTax is here to help. For every hour spent navigating tax season alone, you miss out on potential earnings, precious moments with loved ones, and expose yourself to financial risks. Recognized as the leading tax preparation service for gig workers, GigTax is dedicated to simplifying the process, saving you time, energy, and money. Founded by Joseph Mayo, a seasoned gig worker with 6,000 deliveries across 6 platforms since 2020, GigTax addresses the overlooked, overcharged, and underserved needs of gig workers in the financial realm. Driven Wyld subscribers can take advantage of an exclusive 77% discount on GigTax's tax prep, bringing the price from $538 to $124. Act now to get this price locked in before GigTax's calendar is booked, because tax season is wrapping up in 10 days. Secure your spot today with GigTax using the description link below to register and enter Wyld to maximize savings to get back to what you do best, making the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.